Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yash'Allah, Koholoyimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bakahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit told us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. Yachanan Awaf just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And wanted to touch on this article in the New York Post, and just to show like how bad America is just really falling off, man. This place is just it's through, man. You got the trucking company that's what's that, yellow, and you pretty much can't go nowhere without seeing one of those trucks because they've been around for like 100 years, but they done tanked. They going under. A lot of these older companies, you know what I'm saying, they going out of business. It's a lot of this place is just through, man. There's no coming back for America. All that make America great again shit is out of here. Okay, but it says woke. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker allows foreigners to arrest U.S. citizens in shock law shakeup. All right, so it says Illinois. It says the governor signed a bill into law that allows non-U.S. citizens to become police officers in the state, angering critics who slammed the idea of foreigners arresting American citizens as a fundamental bad idea. And it is, but hey, what can you say about Esau Edom's kingdom, man? This man is incapable. He's just not capable of running things. It went from him on horseback running down slaves with dogs, running this place for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades, building, corporations and businesses that have been around since good slavery, for real, and all of it's tanking. Now all of a sudden, you can have a damn Chinese immigrant or a Russian immigrant or whatever, they ain't about to let no Jakes be no police officers, though. I highly doubt if they're going to allow any so-called Mexicans or any so-called, anybody that's coming across that part of the border. I don't think they're going to allow any of them to do it. But just never can tell, because they was talking about all that border stuff. A lot of so-called Chinese people were slipping through there. It's a lot of they was more focused on Northern Kingdom, more focused on the so-called Mexicans or Brazilians and Cubans or whatever. But there was a lot of other people that was coming through there too. They done little short stories on it, but they didn't get a lot of coverage with that because there was a lot of Chinese, so-called Chinese, was coming across that Mexican border. But at the same time too, matter of fact, let me grab a quick scripture real quick, because these could be low-key UN soldiers, man. Let's get that 2 Corinthians 2:11 though. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And it's been little low-key talks of a lot of those so-called immigrants that are coming across there. They could be, UN sneak-ins, man, getting all ready to really just go ahead and do some pushback on you Americans. And it's going to be chaotic, man, because when you think about it, if the so-called white man shoot and kill an immigrant that's a police officer, they can easily say, hey, I'm not going for that. I'm not going for no foreigner coming here on American soil, because especially those Trump supporters, those ones that still believe Trump is their president, it's going to be a gang of shootouts. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so there's something to watch out for, man. I was reading some of the comments. People are not going for that, man. The average so-called white man, like I said again, the ones that believe that Trump is still their president, they're not having this, man. And they talking about this going to be in Chicago. And the rest of the Democratic states, they're going to be looking at it too. And another big problem is who you think they're going to be patrolling? Generally, overall, they're going to be patrolling Jake. They're going to be in those Chicago neighborhoods letting off at Jake. You see? Because, see, the so-called white man, see, he's sneaky. He done ran his course as far as shooting Jake in the back with their hands up. Jake getting shot with a cell phone in his hand. All that, all that George Floyd, that done quite a bit to America and their police force. They're underfunded. This particular this guy saying that they so understaffed they don't have no choice but to do it. Nobody wants to be a police officer, man. It's all work, no reward. There's no real benefits to it. I remember, man, back when I was growing up, or at least, whenever you would watch TV or movies or anything like that, they'd always ask the kids, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? It was somewhere between a firefighter, a police officer, a school teacher. You see what I'm saying? Things like that. These kids, they don't want to be in the military. Yeah, I want to go to the army like my dad. No, nope, they're not doing any of that neither. So basically what you're seeing is the fall of America, man, right before your very eyes. I mean, it's quite a bit to the story. Let's just get some of the juicier parts out of it. It says the bill provides that an individual who is not a citizen but is legally authorized to work in the United States under federal law is authorized to apply for the position of police officer, subject to all requirements and limitations other than citizenship to which other applicants are subject. HB 3751 reads, adding that non-U.S. citizens must be able to obtain, carry, and purchase or otherwise possess a firearm under federal law to apply for the job. Okay? But I mean, hey, you have it's citizens here, man, just trying to anyway. It says immigrants who remain in the country under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival, that's a DACA Act, are also entitled to apply for a position to join law enforcement, the bill states. Okay, so they will let some Jake get a job, with the police department. But you already know, you got a whole bunch of so-called Mexicans rolling up trying to arrest one of these goddamn hillbilly so-called white men. You already know that's going to be a shootout. That's going to be Wild Wild West right there. Because like I said, they'll put Jake in Jake neighborhood against Jake, though. And let let Northern Kingdom come in and get the blast in that Southern Kingdom, man. And Esau, man, like I said again, we're not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of how this man gets down, man. You have to know your enemy. And these damn Democrats is crazy. I mean, we both know that Republican and Democrat, same bullshit. But them Democrats, that side of the bird, that side of the wing, they be on some shit, boy. For real, for real. Them the ones that's got all this alphabet stuff going on hardcore. The drag racers in the schools reading to the kids. They're the ones that's got, these damn abortion pill vending machines popping up. Got vending machines where you can get a fresh needle to shoot up with. You can get a fresh crack stem. That's some Democrats, man. This place is through. Okay, it says, so they signed, but now these Republicans, they not with it, though. Republican Lauren Boebert, Colorado, tweeted, following news of the bill's passing in the state of Illinois, illegals can now become police officers. Yes, you heard that right. It says people who are breaking the law by their presence here can now... let me get that back again. People who are breaking the law by their presence here, just by them being here, they breaking the law, basically, can now arrest American citizens, which it don't make no sense. I mean, when you really think about it, the other blue states are watching and getting ready to implement this idea as soon as they can, she continued. We either address this border crisis or allow our country to descend further into a leftist dystopia. Well, America is descending anyway. It's not gonna. It's through, man. This place is out of here. Okay, it says the Fraternal Order of Police also condemned the bill after it passed in the Democratic-controlled state. It says, what message does this legislation and when it allows people who do not have legal status to become the enforcers of our laws? The group said in a statement to ABC 20, this is a potential crisis of confidence in law enforcement at a time when our officers need all the public confidence they can get. See? Because when they was out here yelling defund the police, man, I'm telling you, that George Floyd thing done a lot to a lot of those officers quit. You remember? A lot of officers quit in a lot of cities. Then you had then of course Chicago is the spot where I think they don't have the what is that? Something to do with the bail, getting out of jail. Like basically you crack, just do somebody dirty and you right back out on the streets again. So it's a lot going on out here, man. So it's a lot of hey, it's about to be a lot of chaos out here. People are already afraid. You got gun purchases through the roof. You got all kinds of women out here trying to buy guns now, and they're gonna need them. But when things really hit the fans, it's not gonna be no help, man. It's not gonna be no help. A lot of you women, man, y'all gonna want for real, a good strong man in the household. Real, straight up. It's about to get crazy out here. And like I said again, ain't no telling who these immigrants could be. They can just legally work. I mean, I this is not like Jake coming here to pick oranges in California or some shit, man. This is not like, you know how they get those visas and they can come here and pick fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. No, this is somebody putting on a uniform, put on a gun, got a taser, got a shotgun, patrol car, and backing, you know, to come through. I mean, I'm telling you, man, when you put this combination together, because Esau not having it, because Esau is gifted with that sword. Esau not like you ain't about to come through here. Who? What's your name and badge number, sir? As soon as she say something like Ching Ping Z or Estevez or something, anything close to any of those names that's just not, you know, like your regular type of American name, especially if they got an accent. They rolling up on you talking about, you know, can I see your license and registration or whatever the case, and they got an accent. Man, people, man, they don't tell them what it's going to lead to. Anyway, I don't want to keep the lesson long. It's quite a little bit more to the bill, but that's the basics of it. But let's get this real quick. I love it, though. I personally love it. But this, you know, gives you a sign that things are about to get chaotic out here. Because if they really have a shortage on officers like that, where they're doing shit like that, that lets you know you just one step closer to an all-out civil war, civil unrest, uproars of the people. It's coming, man. Let me get this real quick, though. Ecclesiastes 25, also known as the Book of Sirach, in the Apocryphal 1611 King James. It said, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing. Here you go. You go from when the West was won, a sheriff with the 6-point star on his chest, slinging his gun out. You know, you see the fastest gun in the West. You know how they show them Westerns. Your Matt Dillons, your gun smokes. You done went from that, all white towns, you know, so to speak. Because I'm telling you, Esau not having it, man. You look, man, come on, man. You a Chinese police officer rolling up in one of these hick hoods, trying to swoop up on us. Please, it's gonna be some Ted Bundy going on out here. But we're witnessing the fall of our enemies. We're watching. See, the Lord is turning this place inside out. Esau's kingdom is just imploding, man. They have absolutely no control no more. Well, they actually didn't anyway. The Lord was moving them around, like chess pieces that they are. But they were a little bit more together. But I mean, hey, they have a border, man. They have a border and a time period that they can't pass to rule. They've had their turn. All great empires fall. And this place is falling. Hey, come on, man. How much more through can you be when you go from we know how you got the country. We know you stole it. We know how you came through with fierce rage. All so-called American white man blood. Rage. Ravaging the whole continent. Took it over. You had an industrial boom. You had your steel and you're making of airplanes and you're making of nuclear weapons, the bombs, your submarines, all this technology, your science, and you go from that to having to have some damn immigrants join your police force just to keep this terrible ass place going with somewhat of some order, because there's no order here. There's absolutely no order in this place, man. So with that, hey, all praises to Yahweh H.I.M, Yahweh, man. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Rakakodash. Hey, man, we about out of here, man. It's getting more chaotic. These things got to happen, man. We got some more things to go through. But this right here is a token. And I take it. So with that, Kwam Yashalom.